Okay. All right, fiber. So the most underrated nutrient, why it matters, what it does, and how to eat more of it daily. And I'm going to be honest here, I haven't thought a lot about fiber. Like, I know I try to eat foods with high fiber, I try to have fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. But as far as like the scientific stuff about fiber, I had to brush off some cobwebs in my brain and go back to my college days to review this information. So if I'm a little bit rusty here, this was a good review for me to kind of like understand fiber and then I guess just like realize why we should be taking it. So I'm not the best on fiber, so we'll just see how this goes, because this was kind of a learning experience for me as well, because I haven't like reviewed this stuff since like college. So we'll go through this. Annabelle, our coach Annabelle, if any of you guys are working with her, she is like the fiber guru. Like, she loves fiber. She tells her clients to take fiber all the time. And so she was the one that came up with this November fiber challenge. And that's kind of why we are going down this road. And then it's kind of pushing me to focus on fiber a little bit more. So I think it's been good for me, as well as it looks like it's been good for a lot of you guys in the group. Okay, so what is fiber? So fiber is a carbohydrate that your body just can't digest fully. It's found mainly in plants, fruits, vegetables, beans, grains, nuts, seeds, and then it comes in two forms. So think a gel or a broom. So soluble fiber, it dissolves in water, and then it forms a gel around your food, and that causes it to not be digested as quickly. So it helps keep you fuller longer, and it doesn't really spike your blood sugar because it has that gel coating around your food when it's in your stomach, and so it takes longer for it to digest, and then it also helps lower your cholesterol. And then insoluble fiber, it doesn't dissolve in water, so it adds more bulk to your stool, and then it helps keep you regular. So think of that as like a broom. So it helps push things out, and then soluble fiber helps slow things down. So two forms of fiber, both are really great for you. And then why fiber matters: it helps support a healthy digestion, it helps prevent constipation, it also helps regulate your blood sugar, and so you don't have those spikes constantly. It helps lower bad cholesterol or LDL cholesterol, and then it helps increase fullness and that helps better appetite control, helps you have less cravings and stuff like that. And then it also helps support gut bacteria and immune health. Are most of you guys doing the fiber challenge, and have you noticed do you feel any full, like more full by taking fiber? Just give me a little head nod if you do, or no. You can shake your head too if you haven't noticed it. Okay. I can't see all of you guys, but some of you guys are shaking your head. Okay, let's see. So fiber and gut health. So fiber is actually really good for your gut. So since your body can't digest fiber, we do have a bacteria system, a microbiome in our stomach, and those little guys feed on fiber. So when you eat fiber, they'll digest it for us, and they'll help reduce inflammation. It will help improve metabolism. It helps support your immunity, and it helps boost nutrient absorption. So the more fiber we have, the more your gut is happy and the more it is healthy. So those good bacteria in your stomach really like fiber. So it's good to keep them healthy and happy and fed. Fiber and fat loss. So fiber is really, really good for fat loss because it helps slow down your digestion, and then that helps keep you fuller longer, and it helps prevent blood sugar crashes, which will help cravings. So you're not having as many cravings. You don't feel like you constantly need to eat, and then it also helps support healthy bowel movements. So when you do have a high protein diet, it's really like sometimes it's a little bit tough on your digestive system because that does slow down your digestive system quite a bit to break down those proteins. So adding more fiber into your diet can help keep you regular. So that's really important. That's what I'll tell a lot of my clients who are struggling with that. It's like, okay, let's start adding fruits and vegetables to your diet so that way we can have more or stay regular. So translation, having more fiber in your diet just makes your life a lot easier without like feeling starved all the time. And then how much do you need? So women need about 25 grams daily, and men need closer to 30 to 38 grams daily. Just depending on how big you are and your body size will depend on how much fiber you need. So I think that's a good rough estimate for women to have about 25 grams and the men between 30 to 38. And most people are only getting like 10 to 15 grams a day. So that's why it's really important to get more fiber. And that's why we're really focusing on it this month. But the thing is, you can get too much fiber and your gut will tell you. So when I was in high school, I found out what fiber was, and I made my mom buy these brand new bars called Fiber One bars. And I'm like, these bars are so good. They taste like a granola candy bar. And I ate, I think, 7 of them in one sitting. I was in high school and I was dying. Like my stomach was cramping so bad. And then I had like the worst gas, TMI, sorry. But I was like, what on earth is fiber? And I'm like, I'm never eating more than one of those bars again. But that was a learning experience for me, so I could understand what fiber was and what it does. But if you've ever had too much fiber too quickly, it can cause bloating and gas, stomach cramping, constipation, diarrhea, and then feeling overly full or sluggish. And so your body needs time to adapt to fiber. So I wouldn't just start with adding like 25 grams of fiber all at one time, even though we kind of have to do that in this challenge this month. But typically it's better to be like, okay, let's add like 5 more grams today. So you normally get 10 grams, let's add 5 more grams. Okay, now that you've been doing that for a week, let's add 5 more grams. So now you're getting 20. So you slowly want to add in fiber so your body can get used to it. And so you don't experience any of these symptoms, because it is not fun. Okay. And the best high fiber foods, I would say fruits and vegetables, and then grains are all going to be your best bet. So we got like raspberries, chia seeds, black beans, lentils are also good, avocado, oats, pears with the skin. So a lot of the fruits you do want it with the skin, like peaches and stuff like that. Broccoli, those are all great ways to get fiber in. And here are some easy ways to eat more fiber. So just adding like chia seed or flax to your yogurt or smoothies, really simple, really easy way, add some good texture to your smoothies and to your yogurt. So that's a fun way to get it in. And then swap white bread for whole grain. Some white breads are fortified with more fiber, so you just check the labels and see if they're high in fiber. I really like these tortillas called extreme tortillas. It's like an X and then Dream, and they're like 50 to 60 calories. Like I think it's like 10 grams of fiber for one tortilla, so they're really, really awesome. I love using those. And then you can add vegetables to every meal, or like most meals. It's always good to add more vegetables, and then sprinkle seeds on salads or oats. You can also sprinkle chia seeds or flax seeds onto your oats. I think that is a good way to add a little bit more texture to those too. And then you can snack on popcorn, veggies, and fruit. So those are some simple ways how to get more fiber in. Final takeaways: fiber helps you have a healthy digestive system. It can also help with fat loss, have stable energy, and a better metabolism. And then if you're a woman, aim for 25 grams a day. If you're a man, aim for 30 to 38 grams a day. And then add fruits, vegetables, seeds, legumes, whole grains to easily get in more fiber. And then start slowly and make sure that you're drinking more water with this, because it can kind of like dry out your system. And if you don't have enough water, then it will struggle with digesting everything. So make sure you're drinking lots of water. But if you just start adding in more fruits and vegetables, more seeds and stuff throughout your day, those things are going to make a huge impact on your health and your digestive system over time. Especially with winter coming up and a lot of people getting sick, it's really important to add more fiber because it can help your immunity. So let's make sure that we're getting fiber. Okay, cool. Anybody have any questions on that?
I was really wondering how people use chia seeds. So that's a good little add in there, because
Yeah.
I know they're high in fiber, but I just don't know how to use them.
Yeah. And you could always like just Google like chia seed recipes or whatever. But the way I've used them in the past was just adding them into my smoothies, and they kind of add like a little bit more like gel kind of like texture, like a seed gel texture. And I think they're kind of fun. So I really like them in my smoothies. Does anybody else have any fun ways to add them in that you've tried before?
We usually add them in like lemonades or
Okay.
any type of juice. Just have it there at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it tastes really good actually. I love it.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Cassie said she adds them to overnight oats and yogurt. That would be good in overnight oats and yogurt. So there's some ways you can add them in. Does anybody else have any questions on fiber? Did that make sense, or did I go too fast? Sometimes I do talk quite quickly, so. Okay, cool. Anybody else have any questions about anything that's not fiber related? No dating questions this week?
No. I'll keep those to myself.
Darn it. Kim's week is ruined now. Okay, sweet.
I mean, I have plenty if anybody.
I'm trying to help you, Kyle.
I don't know.
Let me get your email.
Cool. Oh, Hank Brown just joined. We are actually getting off the call. Cool. Alrighty. So if nobody has any questions, this was a quick little presentation. Hopefully it helps clarify why it's so super important and then why we're focusing on it this month. Who all here has been doing the fiber challenge? Kind of. Blair, you haven't been doing it?
No, I haven't been that good at it.
Okay, Mason and Ricky are doing it too. Yeah, this one's a little bit more difficult because it's not something that's like it. That's kind of why I labeled this presentation the most underrated nutrient, because it's pretty underrated. But if you haven't started, let's get you guys started on the fiber challenge. Like, try to do it. And so I think the challenge is to have 25 grams a day. And so really try to focus on it for like a couple of days and see how much fiber that you are getting. And if you're like, oh, holy crap, I'm really only getting like 10 grams, start adding more fruits and vegetables to your day. And I think you'll feel so much better and you'll feel less starved, especially if you're in a calorie deficit. For those of you who are in a calorie deficit, this is going to make your life a lot easier. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, well, happy Sunday. You guys are awesome. And for next week, I'm actually going to be doing a webinar for staying on track for the holidays. So it's going to be open to everybody and not just our community. And that will be on Thursday, I think the 20th at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll send you guys a link to register to sign up. Spots are limited to 100 spots. So if you guys want to be on that one, I'll have you guys register on there. And then there'll be some people that aren't in the coaching group on that webinar too. And then if you guys can't make it to that, because I know it's at a different time, then we'll send the recording in the group chat. So, okay. Cool. Just wanted to give you that heads up and have a great week.